of course
whatever. Yeah.
So I'll just come share, and then you can just come in, and then just ask any questions at
Oh,
any
so
time.
we are,
Yeah.
I said we are live.
Oh, we are
Yeah.
live. I mean, I don't
Yes.
know.
We are
Yeah.
live.
I don't know how many people are actually seeing this.
Okay, that does not matter.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
one person, the purpose of this lesson learn is that even
Yeah.
one person who can learn from your lessons, if he can learn, then this is a good job.
Yeah. Of course.
And
Yeah.
also, yeah.
So
So,
basically, I think like you mentioned some stuff like meditating. So for me, I mean, as a Christian, so we believe in prayer lah. So of course with that it came quite smoothly through the exam. And then you had stuff like taking the the exam on site. Uh, so instead of that, I actually took it with a proctor lah. The comfort of my home. But
ah,
of course, yeah. But it was the craziest thing, because this year actually, if you saw my LinkedIn profile, I actually took quite a number of exams before that. So this also like my 10. And then this crazy thing happened whereby the second part, which is from question 61 to 120, the the proctor said that they couldn't see me, which was really weird because I was able to move from question to question. So they said that there could be some kind of internet connection issue. So they actually had to restart. Yeah. And then I don't know how is it like on site, because they're like so strict. You cannot really move your head to the left or to the right. But
cannot do like this.
so yeah, you can't really do that. Yeah, but for me, I was yeah, so frustrated. Then there was some bugginess. I can't even put my response in. So the good part is that I think once you get a concept, like what you shared about servant leadership, you can just so what I did was that for the first 60, I actually, I hope you don't mind, I'm just flying all over the place. Yeah.
No,
I literally went through the like reviewed the answer to my questions. Yeah, but when it came to the last part whereby they actually said, hey, stop moving around, I was like, okay, forget it. I knew that was on a past track. So I just missed out on reviewing the last 40 questions at about like 40 to 45 minutes left over, and then submitted. And thank God, everything was above target.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So,
So that, you
so
carry on.
for before going to the exam, what was your plan for the time management?
I think I like what you said. I think the goal was like taking like the 80 70. But then because I'm actually like a fast reader and you tell people not to speed read. Yeah, but I think like the ones that's inbuilt in you is like it's very hard to change. Yeah, so but of course with that it actually helped me lah, to just go through like the first 60 to review all the questions again. Yeah, so instead of taking 80, I think I took about 75. Yeah, so the concept is really like
So
is
just to get it in the system, you first did all the 60 question, then you review all of them.
yeah. Review. I mean, we have the time to
Very,
actually
you
yeah,
are a very
yeah.
fast reader then. You are
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very
But but
fast
but
reader.
you know but I think like in India you got such a huge population as compared to Singapore. So definitely I think in your class you definitely have more than maybe even be faster than me. So yeah, to me there's no end to comparing lah. Yeah.
No, no, it's not about comparing, it's just about getting the your perception. Because as a general rule, if you have been watching my videos, I am a big believer of not reviewing the questions. Unless there are 2 to 3 questions that you have to review. Otherwise, reviewing the question, in my opinion, is waste of time. Whenever I give the exam, I review the question, I change the answer. So I
Yeah.
think that, yeah, it mostly happen. So I always recommend not reviewing. But if you are a
So
fast reader like
so
you,
like what you say, if when you review and then there's a tendency for you to actually change the answer. I think there's nothing wrong if you do that lah. I mean of course it really depends. If you find that most of your time your initial gut is actually correct, then please don't. But for me, I think the whole idea was to at least put in a response for everything so I don't miss out. And then of course there were a few. I think that's the general trend now, since you wanted to really know a bit more of the exam insight, is that the general trend right now is that I have also been seeing a few of your students who actually had this customer, this journey, is that the first 60 is a bit tougher. Once you get past that, I think the next two phases are actually easier uh, to get through. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I totally agree with you. Since every human being is different, they see the things differently, and the
Yeah.
perception is according to their own thing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the exam. So, how was the exam?
I think unfortunately, I don't know. I think this just happened to be a random thing. I do hope so lah. But like one of your or the previous participant, I can't remember the name because I watched a few of them. So one of the question, yeah, it was something similar with regards to the power interest grid. They said it was something to do with yeah. So it, it came out to be the same. But I think in terms of it was mostly situational lah. I mean, of course, you had a lot of hybrid and agile. So I think if you came in with a lot of like servant leadership kind of mindset, then you can just easily remove the obvious side, which is don't fire the person, don't let the guy go, don't send any kind of like warning letter, yeah, and then really have that kind of servant mindset, and yeah, with that, you're able to actually answer most of the questions. Yeah. Maybe some key things. Yeah, just know the difference between an issue and a risk. Yeah.
Very important. Very, very.
Yeah. That was another important thing to note. Yeah.
Okay, so if I put it this way, the exam was more dominant towards agile, and to put it better in the way that the more it was towards team side, can we say that resource and team questions were more dominant in your exam?
Yeah, yeah. It was really more towards on the team side lah. Yeah, really being that servant leader. Yeah, and I think you can
Seven
really.
and seven leader mindset and agile mindset really help while you are solving
Yeah,
the
yeah,
question.
yeah. And I think like what you said, it's really about Scrum. You don't really use like the other methods lah. Yeah, I mean maybe a Scrum of Scrums, but other than that, you don't really deviate more into other stuff that might be coming on board. Like I asked you about the ACP, for crystal methods
So
or
ACP
even
is
extreme
suppose,
extreme
yeah,
programming.
as you told me now you are going to prepare for
I was I
ACP.
was cons- I was cons- I was considering that, but then I was hoping because I actually saw online, they actually had that way back in 2019. There was a discount, so unfortunately 2021 there wasn't. But thankfully I was able to actually get a discount for this. And of course, like even with the Sing dollar against the US is so much stronger now. So, and I'm not really in a hurry to do that. Maybe considering the other one from Scrum, I think I really like how beneficial it can be. So considering like the PSM one, yeah. So
What
that's
is
another.
your educational background and what is your work? Then we can talk about that, how much it can be beneficial for you.
Okay. So my work wise is I think a bit administrative in nature. I mean, of course, there's projects. Yeah. So I've done like IT project management before. Yeah. So moving over in, I mean, I think since we've added each other on LinkedIn, you get to see a bit more on me in the coming months. Yeah. So moving more into an IT role, into the cloud sector. Yeah. But I, I think that is, with the ACP, there's really no rush lah. But I think like some doing something, it's really on the second level, easier than the PMP. That's what they say. So I think just putting in the necessary effort, I should be able to get that. Yeah.
So getting that into the context and understanding how that thing lies is extremely important, and it does work out in the end of what is your job, how these things are, that actually plays the most important role.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, and I recommend doing ACP after PMP.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
recommend ACP, and of course, if you can get coupon or discount on that, that
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
works. That really
Yeah,
works.
but
Okay,
unfortunately, like what you say, you don't know, you don't have that, and then also there isn't any online. So I mean, there's no need to rush to get it now. Maybe early next year. But hopefully there was something.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So let's talk a little bit more about which mocks you did for the exam preparation.
Okay, so what I did, and why I felt that you're really quite beneficial. I mean, for those, if anyone is releasing this online, yeah lah, like your coaching course literally went almost all of it. Maybe one point of feedback. I mean, nothing biased against the Indian community, but so it could that's some. I mean, for some of them that you went through, there was in there like in the Indian language. So I just like okay, we see the question and then yeah, try to note what was the correct one. Yeah,
Okay,
but mocks itself, okay. So I literally, if you hear me for the past 10 minutes, I really want to like really minimize costs as much as possible. So I didn't do any payment. There's one on Udemy. Oh yeah, so one idea for you, if you can have yours, but I heard some feedback lah, is that so for any there's like I did mine with Joseph Prince, or
okay,
Phillips, yeah, I think it's Phillips guy. So his one is actually tied up with the Skills Future Credit. That's by part of the Singapore government. So they actually have you can actually use your Skills Future Credit. I mean, I don't know whether they have something similar in India, whereby the government actually gives people like a certain amount to actually use for their own training and upgrading. So if they have that, then that will be great. Maybe more people might want to buy your course too. Yeah.
okay, okay. That is okay. Again, that's an interesting thing, and it's interesting to actually know you how you think and how it works because that is a very fascinating thing. But how you have prepared for your exam and how you have worked on this. So, by the way,
Yeah.
why did you book exam in home?
Because I like the comfort of home. Like, and you also from LinkedIn profile. I mean, I had that success, in doing that night, and of course, this time around was a crazy experience. But I think I will still do that because it's quite a very simple thing. Like or it shuts down, you just restart the on view app again. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So, did you get any formula question in your exam?
Yeah, so like agile, they had that. It was a bit vague on one of them. Yeah, but like the basics, the SPI, CPI, and then you don't really have to go into do stuff like the CPI. Yeah, so
Okay, so any critical path question where you have to calculate
uh
critical path.
no, I don't think so. Yeah,
Okay, that's an interesting thing to know. How many drags and drop questions?
okay, so there were a few like two to three. Yeah, but like one of your good friends, Scott, when you did a video with him. Yeah. So he said, don't worry about those kind of things. Just really focus more on the situation. And I think for anyone who's hearing out there in your class, they say, hey, don't worry. I mean, I think just have the calmness and the peace of mind. You don't like what you mentioned also. You don't have to go and get all above targets. So long the whole idea is that it doesn't matter whether you get all 180 questions correct or you're above target. So long as you just pass, it's fine. Yeah. It's at the end of the day, it's just I mean, of course, I mean, it's a nice journey. It's good if you can get more. But I think, yeah, just have the kind of the confidence that
Okay, okay.
to
Your
we really
final,
think about the situation. Yeah.
yeah, your final advice for the PMP aspirants.
Yeah. Just don't over stress. I mean, you can do your mocks and yeah, all the best for your exam.
Thank you very much, Edison. And as you know,
Yeah.
my saying is each one teach one.
Yeah.
Now you
What you
will
always do.
yeah, always this has to be your mantra. And important thing, as we were talking on email, I guess. So I would highly recommend that you write down PMP questions, and
Yeah.
the time you spend on PMP question, and you provide us those questions, we will be using them in coaching calls, and we will
Mm.
of course provide you PDs according to that. So that
Okay.
I
Okay.
have started this thing so that instead of like wasting money on the PDUs, you give back to the community, and according to that we will provide you PDUs. Another thing that you can get free PDUs is projectmanagement.com. Project
Okay.
management, that is a subsidiary of PMI. If you are a PMI member, you can watch those webinars, and per
Mm.
webinar you will get a free PDU. So don't pay. Already you don't like to pay for things.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah. So like I think with regards to your service, definitely you'll get some questions from me, and then in terms of the details of the PDU, definitely we can put them out offline. Yeah, yeah. And for me, like, there's no rush. You got the next 3 years to actually get a
yeah,
60.
no
So
issue.
that's yeah.
Right now, you
So that's,
you just did the
yeah.
PMP.
So taking a short break. Yeah, yeah,
Third thing I am coming to that is now is the time to relax.
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
yeah, it is very
yeah,
important that now you relax yourself. You did a pretty hard work. So I highly recommend that now you take a deep breath and relax
yeah,
and work
yeah,
on like maybe spend time with your family because after hard work you need some time to work on yourself. You need some time to relax. Otherwise,
mm,
always working, and don't get in the context of that is no fun anymore.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, with
You
that,
know, life. Life is there to be enjoyed. So, like, whatever you say, yeah, yeah, you got some good points there. It's gotta really chill out at times. Yeah. Okay. I wish you all the best. For all the
thank you,
coachings that you need to do for this year. Yeah.
thank you
All
very
right. Take
much.
care.
Best of
Yeah.
luck.
Okay.
Bye
Yeah.
bye.
You too. Take care. Bye. Bye.